Hello and welcome. I'm teacher Juliana Kawauchi from Let's Study Eikaiwa. And welcome to my channel. Today I'm here with one more video for the writing section of the EIKEN test. And today I am going to present to you something totally new because up to now I have worked with grades 3 and pre-2. But today we're going to talk a little bit about grade 2 and specifically about the new format of the test. The test has changed. So for the academic year 2024-2025, we have some updates. I have already mentioned the updates for grades 3 and pre-2, if I'm not wrong. And now I'm going to mention the update for the grade 2. So if you're preparing for the EIKEN test, specifically the grade 2 test, this is the video for you, okay? So with no further ado, let's get started. If you see me looking down every once in a while, it's because I am reading from the screen, okay? So I'm sorry for that. Well, take a look. The writing section. Previously, it had only one writing task, which was a prompt, a question, and you had to give your opinion on that specific prompt and give 2 reasons to support your opinion. We still have that, but now we have one more summary task. What is a summary? A summary is when you are going to read a passage and you have to retell what you read in a shorter version. You have to reduce the number of words, but it's very important that you keep the main idea. What is the passage about? And the supporting details. Details that will support, give extra information about the main idea. So this is crucial that you identify main idea, supporting details, and keep them into your summary. Also, as for the time has not changed. You still have 85 minutes to answer your test. Although you have an extra writing task, the number of vocabulary and reading comprehension questions, they were reduced. So there is a balance, okay? An extra writing task, but reduced number of questions, okay? That's why they kept the time the same. And let's move on. Let's go and check our example. You can see down below that there is the link from where I got not only this first chart talking about the reading section, but also where I took the examples from, the example of writing task that we are going to use for the new update, okay, for the new version of the test. So this is the text that I got from their site. And the first thing that you have to remember is that you guys are going to read the text and summarize the contents. This means that you are going to restate, okay, what you read in shorter words. And how many words should you write? Somewhere in between 45 to 55 words. So let's read it. Let's identify the main idea and the supporting details. Important information that you have to keep in your piece of writing. Well, let's go. When students go to college, some decide to live at home with their parents and others decide to rent an apartment by themselves. There are other choices too. These days, some of them choose to share a house with roommates. What are the reasons for this? Some students have a roommate who is good at math or science and can give advice about homework. Other students have a roommate from abroad and can learn a foreign language through everyday conversations. Because of this, they have been able to improve their foreign language skills. On the other hand, some students have a roommate who stays up late at night and watches TV. This can be noisy and make it difficult for others to get enough sleep. Some students have a roommate who rarely helps with cleaning the house. As a result, they have to spend a lot of time cleaning the house themselves. Yeah, so as we have just read, there are advantages, but there are also disadvantages. Okay, it's like a lottery. But what is the main idea here? The main idea is the living arrangements that students make as they go off to college. Okay, some of them choose to stay with their parents, while others rent apartments to live by themselves or share with a roommate. Okay, and then we're going to talk about the advantages. It mentions that the advantages are, for example, if you have a roommate who is good at a specific subject, this roommate can help you. If you have a bilingual roommate, you can also learn a language, okay, by practicing with this roommate. On the other hand, what are the disadvantages? Maybe you have a messy roommate, a roommate that doesn't help with the chores. So you have to clean the apartment yourself, the house yourself, and this would take a lot of time. Also, a roommate who is kind of noisy, who likes to sleep late, and this would end up disrupting a person's routine. So these are the main ideas, actually the ideas that you have to include in your piece of writing. So let's try. Okay, let's reduce 152 words into 50 words. Okay, somewhere from 45 to 50. I have given you all the key words that we have to use, the key sentences. Okay, let's put them together now. In our next slide, you can see in the box right here down below, we have a summary with 50 words. Let's read it. When students go to college, they have various living arrangements. For example, some stay with their parents, others rent apartments, and some share houses with roommates. Roommates can offer academic help or language learning opportunities. However, they can also be disruptive by staying up late or not helping with chores. So, a very simple one. I kept the main idea. I gave the examples and the supporting ideas. This means the reasons, okay? And let's see, the main idea, as I said before, it's the living arrangements, how they choose, what are their plans, okay, for university when it comes to housing. So, and then I mentioned the examples. They can stay with their parents, rent apartments, or share a house with a roommate. It's very important to mention what are the living arrangements because this is part of the main idea. And then after that, I wrote about the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, the passage says that you might have a roommate who is good at math or science, so I didn't use math or science. I said a roommate that can offer academic help because academic relates to studying. Okay, so I replaced the subjects and I used academic help because it says that they can help you with homework. And it also says that you might have a roommate who speaks a foreign language and then you can learn from that roommate. So I used that it will also provide you with a language learning opportunity. I don't have to give many details because this is a summary. And then on the other hand, right, I mentioned right there the disadvantages. It mentions that you can have a roommate who is noisy, right, disruptive, stays up late. So I used the word disruptive. This means that he will somehow bother you, okay? So however, they can be disruptive. How can they be disruptive? I mentioned how using by staying up late or not helping with the chores. Chores means activities that involve cleaning the house, mainly cleaning the house. And it says that your roommate might not help cleaning the house. That's why I used helping with chores. So you see how I replaced the words. Let's read it one more time, okay? When students go to college, they have various living arrangements. For example, some stay up with their parents, others rent apartments, and some share houses with roommates. Roommates can offer academic help or language learning opportunities. However, they can also be disruptive by staying up late or not helping with chores. So that is your task, okay, your writing task for the EIKEN Grade 2, the new one. And now let's go to the original task, okay, the one that we have a prompt and that we are supposed to write about the prompt and support, okay, our opinion. All right, so let's go. Here, this is a traditional writing task, okay? We have the prompt and it says, some people say that playing sports helps children become better people. Do you agree with this opinion? And then on the test, you have some points that are given to you and you can choose 2 of those points and write about them, but you can also use your own point of view. You don't have to. The points are good because sometimes we're kind of nervous, we are out of time, so it's easier if we already have the points there, we just choose, add some additional information, and our writing flows easier. Just a reminder, okay, the length of words is from 80 to 100 words, okay? It's your word range. As I said before, you have the points, okay? All the tests will provide you with provide you with 3 points, and from those 3 points you can choose 2 and write about them, but you don't have to, you can, okay? The most important thing, read the prompt twice to make sure you have understood, because you have to address the topic. You have to write about what is being asked. Keep a simple and clear vocabulary. Sometimes students want to show that they have advanced vocabulary, and when they start writing, sometimes they don't connect the ideas properly, and that will reduce your score, okay? So if you keep a simple vocabulary, short sentences, this will help you boost your score, okay? Because this is what they are looking for. They're not looking for fancy things. They're looking for a clear language, okay? And of course, I always tell my students, as you write, it's good to keep short sentences, but if possible, you can link these sentences with transitional words. You can link the passages with transitional words by when you're providing more information, okay? So usually, I see many people that like to start with first, second, third. These are good transitional words, but let's boost these transitional words a little bit more, our vocabulary. Instead of maybe first, we could go to begin with, okay? It's a little bit more or less basic, I would say, okay? When you want to add more information additionally, also second, it's okay. And remember that when you want to state a conclusion, if you include, a conclusion in your writing, then you could say in conclusion, therefore can be used to state a conclusion, okay? Overall also. So these are words that are good to insert in our writing because it makes one passage flow more naturally to the next, okay? Let's see a sample writing, okay? I chose health and teamwork, and I'm going to write about these 2. And let's see. Well, my writing is 96 words long, okay? And again, the prompt, some people say that playing sports helps children become better people. Do you agree with this opinion? Well, I agree 100%, so let's get to it, okay? The first thing that I would like to mention is don't start with yes or no. You could either say I agree or I disagree, okay? I think it sounds better for a piece of writing. So, I agree that playing sports helps children become better people. This is my thesis. Actually, this is the first sentence that states whether I agree or not. This is the first thing you have to include in your piece of writing, your opinion. It needs to be clear. Okay, so one more time. I agree that playing sports helps children become better people. To begin with, sports teach important values like teamwork and discipline. When children play on a team. They learn to work with others and support their teammates. They also learn to follow rules and respect their coaches and opponents. In addition, sports help children stay healthy and build strong bodies, as regular exercise makes their hearts stronger, strengthens muscles, and helps them stay fit, reducing the risk of getting sick. Overall, sports encourage children to develop good habits, become more responsible, and grow into healthy individuals. So very simple. I stated my opinion at the beginning, and then I gave examples. To provide these examples, I started with transitional words to begin with, to show my first reason, and then I gave more details. I said that sports teach important values and discipline, okay? They learn to work with others and respect their coaches and opponents. When I introduced my second reason, I used in addition, another transitional word, okay? And then I talked about the health, that children get stronger bodies, they stay healthy, okay? They get fit, strengthen their muscles. So every time you give a reason, it is important that you provide more information in order to reach the number of words, okay? And to end my passage, I used the transitional word overall. I could use therefore, okay? And then I just restated what I had said before, okay? That sports encourage children to develop good habits, become more responsible, and grow into healthy individuals. So remember that your conclusion should be very simple, and you should just restate what you said before in simpler words to reinforce your opinion. Well guys, this is it, okay? Thank you so much for watching. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. If you know someone who is taking the EIKEN test, share the video. Let's help, okay? And I wish you the best of luck. I'll see you next time. Again, thank you for watching.